All right, so this week we are playing Orcs Should Die.
Orcs Should Die
No,
number
Orcs Must
3.
Die.
Orcs Must Die number 3. Do you want help with your inventory? We are from MyGamer.com, by the way. Check us out. You can check me out on Twitter at ZackGaz, Z-A-C-K-G-A-Z. And I played Orcs Must Die 1. That was like one of the... Man, I remember it was on... must have been Xbox Live Arcade. Not in like the early days, but one of the earlier games, I think, for sure. And I don't think I ever played Orcs Must Die 2, but I think didn't we get it for review? Didn't we? I thought we maybe streamed Orc Must Die 2 when that came out on PC, I want to say. Does that ring a bell?
I don't. Yeah, that seems like something we would have. That seems very much like something. I know I own the game.
Yeah, I think. Maybe I'll check real quick. I think we got it for review.
I think it's an interest. I mean, it's Death Trap Dungeon basically.
Yeah, just more action-based, more real-time, more action-y for sure.
They'll never see this one.
Yeah. I like the games. I have a friend who is fucking obsessed with the games. He was like number one on the leaderboard for co-op with another guy that I know for a couple levels. So, yeah, he got really fucking into it.
Yeah, I'm looking at here. Man, looks like I covered Orcs Must Die back in July of 2011.
Yeah, I was going to say, it came out a long time ago.
And then the sequel, I mean, I wrote a couple of news stories, it looks like about a year later in September 2012. Maybe we didn't, or maybe we streamed it, but we just didn't.
I might have bought it.
Because it was so long ago.
Yeah, I think what it is I might have individually bought it.
Maybe. I know I got the first one for review because that was Robot Entertainment, and I was talking with them at the time, and they gave me a code, and I remember I was really excited back in 2011 to get any kind of a code. And I know I played it. This is before streaming was even a thing, but yeah, I mean, I like Orcs Must Die. There's been a lot of games, I think, since Orcs Must Die, because it's tower defense, but you are one of the towers, you know. So there was that game that Ubisoft made where you played as the toy soldiers, I think it was called.
Yup, that was people loved that one.
Yeah, this is basically toy soldiers, but just without the toy theme, and they even had a tie-in with G.I. Joe and like Rambo or something at one point too, I want to say, with the latest one. I forget whatever the name, because there's been a couple of them, Toy Soldiers something. There was a couple sequels maybe, but I feel like there's been a lot of these real-time action. There was another one, man, with like knights or like magicians. That was on Xbox. It was exactly the same game as this.
Magic. There was a tower defense, I believe.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, I like them. It is a nice mix of action, like your third-person, over-the-shoulder kind of action. I like shooting stuff. Who doesn't? And then at the same time setting traps. But some of the later levels, man, they can get pretty crazy because there's so many traps, so many ways that you can go, and just so many options. Like, it can get overwhelming. Like, that's where I think co-op can really help.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the major factors of the second one, is that it was you could do co-op, and I thought that was, games like this do benefit from that.
Yeah, because it can be a lot. Because even if you can't, you might not have enough time to place all your towers. You can still use your regular shotgun, cannon, machine gun, just to take them out, even if you got a buddy at your side.
I don't really like mandatory fucking Secondary complete to you. Okay. I don't really like mandatory fucking tutorials for shit like that. It annoys me.
Yeah, I think if you played Orcs Must Die 1 or 2, I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into here with this threequel, but maybe newbies, you might want to know, like, hey, I can put traps on the walls and on the ceilings. And...
For stuff like that, I think that if you have it available,
Yeah.
that's sort of all you need is like, oh, like tool taps are, or tool taps, yeah. Tool tips are there if you need them, but like we're not gonna force you to like sit through them.
Yeah, I think, level 1, like you're just getting spike traps, like that's kind of easy, and then level 2, you're gonna get a
There's like a
springboard.
ceiling, yeah. There's like a weird ceiling gravity.
Right. So
thing.
so like each level, you'll be able to unlock like one new thing, and so you can kind of learn as you go. Ooh, that was a nice shot.
Yeah. It's.
How does it feel? It seems
good,
pretty smooth.
Good. It actually feels extremely good, which is extremely like it flows right. The way it handles is it feels good.
I wonder if there's going to be a melee, or if it's just you get a shotgun. Oh,
I did not
trying to take the shortcut.
Yep.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, because if you get a level that there's a couple of different entry points, and if you fuck up or put all your trap
did exactly
on
what I did.
Exactly? So now you're playing solo, where you just got to fight and just have good accuracy and speed. But that's at this, that lets you save yourself. So if you do mess up or you don't have enough resources.
They'll never see this one.
Yeah.
Need coins.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. You might have to go converge at the top. Maybe take out a little bit at the bottom and then slowly.
I'm just hoping that like I overdid it enough at like the top that I don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, you did kind of put way more at the top. Yeah, it's also available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, PS5, Steam.
God, they named that fucking Xbox named that fucking system so poorly.
I get it mixed up, and we're in the frickin' industry.
My wife, the awesome person that she is, has been like, she likes the thrill of the hunt, I'm pretty sure. So she's been like kind of looking to see if like she could score Xbox Series X.
Xbox Series, yeah.
Yeah, and now that you think about it, it's like,
yeah.
oh, fuck. And so she's been like looking into it and stuff, and like every time she's like, wait, what is it called again? And I'm like,
because you can buy an Xbox One
X, which is not the
X1
right
versus
one.
Series, like, and you're gonna get mixed up. I actually just last weekend I sold my Xbox One X because you don't really need it if you get the new Xbox, because it's all backwards compatible. Yeah, so there's like, I can't think of a single reason really to keep the old version, and a part of me thinks the dude I sold it to
thought he was getting in.
Didn't really understand. I mean, maybe he did, but I kind of like didn't want to tell him, like, hey man, this is like not the new Xbox that everybody, I didn't want to lose the sale, but I mean, maybe I'm sure he knew. He had to have known, but there's just that little part of me that
You want to explain, like,
maybe
dude.
maybe it worked in my favor that this dude thought he was getting a sweet deal getting the new Xbox when he was just getting the old Xbox. I don't know.
So when we were on, my wife and I went on vacation, and we went to just like a random GameStop, and they had a Series S.
Yes.
And my wife and I was like, "Oh wow, they like have some in stock." And my wife's like, "Do you want to get it?" And I'm like, "Nope, completely different beast. Like
Yeah.
it plays the same games, but like
There's hardware differences. It's not as like if you get the PlayStation the PlayStation version with the disc or no disc drive,
it's the same
same
thing,
system,
yeah.
but not on Xbox. If the Series S doesn't have same beef behind it.
Well, and those hard drives are so fucking small.
Yes,
Like
it's a problem because what you do is I had to take my portable hard drive on my Xbox One, and luckily you just plug it right into the new Xbox and you could play. So whenever you play a backwards compatible game, you have to save it to your portable hard drive, but a dedicated Xbox Series X game, you have to put on the console's hard drive. So usually it's smart enough to know where to put it, but it's still another thing that you have to manage. But yeah, there's after the initial firmware updates and stuff, there's really like no space. So it's a problem. And these games are so huge. Even like the Halo Infinite is already rumored to be about 100 gigs, and that's even like without there's going to be patches and content flowing for years after the game launches.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the game, like that is just going to be the only game that you can have pretty much on your hard drive, like one fucking game.
Sorceress, if only the oldest living war mage can open rifts, wouldn't that mean?
Yes, Kelsey.
I don't think Orcs Must Die has co-op. I'm reading the press release I got for this, and you just get more traps, more weapons, more upgrades. It looks better. You get the new story that takes place 20 years after Orcs Must Die 2. War scenarios. All new war scenarios deliver on the promise of massive scale first set out in Orcs Must Die. War machines. Orcs keep coming long after the story is completed. You get a big campaign and scramble mode, which is kind of like horde mode, I guess. Yeah, but no, I don't think there's co-op. Doesn't say anything about co-op play. That seems weird. Seems like that would be the next.
I don't know why you would take it out.
Yeah, because wasn't it in 2?
Yeah, and it was like the main selling factor of 2.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't in 1 because that was such a new game at the time.
Yeah, I don't think it.
But
I don't believe it was.
It doesn't seem to be. That doesn't seem to be a thing here in Orcs Must Die 3. That seems very odd.
Yeah.
These little dudes are so fast.
Those are kobolds. They'll also set off our traps.
Yeah, but this is the kind of game that you can just kind of play. You got to put some thought into it, but it's high action, constant fun. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Yes. That is absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah, I mean, if it was strictly, I mean, I like tower defense games for sure.
Yeah, but you can only play a tower defense game for so long.
Yeah, this is definitely more of an action-packed game.
Yeah. So it just at least mixes it up a little bit. Let's be honest, orcs must die.
They're pretty ugly, I hear. Smelly.
And who likes smelly people?
No.
They'll never see this one.
Alright.
Oh, set.
I remember in Orcs Must Die, there was you really had to utilize the springboard. That seemed to be the
Yeah, it's like
the sleeper hit piece. Like you chuck them all. Because it didn't really matter. Like regardless of their energy, if you could throw them into the lava pit or the acid pit,
yeah,
you can kill them.
Yeah, it's Death Trap Dungeon kinda.
Yeah.
Like, you could definitely get, like, a series of, like, traps leading into each other. Like, oh, you step here, you know, you get launched into this trap, get launched into this trap. None of these seem super fucking effective. Like, okay, those guys suck, and I hate
Those
them.
are fast. Yeah.
Like, they're really fast.
Those guys take first priority now because they're gonna slip by.
Yeah, and they're like faster than the traps I have. Oh shit. Oh, you're not dead. Okay.
That right there should be extra credit.
Yeah, they're faster than the traps that I have, and they will set them off. So that's
This is
Yeah, at least they tell you where they're coming from.
I didn't want to do that.
no better place than this.
And I want to do spike wall.
Yeah, it's either you put them at the entrance or you're gonna want to put it at the exit and risk it.
Enemies on the way.
Okay. So that's working out pretty well because they hold this corner, and then when that shit kicks off,
Mm-hmm.
they
There you
get hit
go,
with
you
like
just-
3 volleys of arrows,
Yeah.
basically.
You spam the corner.
And then if they manage here, they're stuck for a second.
Ooh, a nice shortcut there.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. So I was just hoping it would actually come in handy. And yeah, it's almost like there was a level designer who knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. It's like, let's give the shortcut to the player, but we're not going to have the orcs take it.
Well, it would only bring them over to the other path, really.
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, there's some coming that way.
Fuck. Fuck. Son of a bitch.
This is
Okay.
the final wave.
Exactly where I want it.
One of those fucking Cabal things. Another one of them. Yup. And they're faster than the traps.
Mm-hmm. So they spring the trap.
Yeah, and so the orcs behind them get through.
Those bitches.
Yeah, they're fucking assholes is what they are. These guys.
Because once you start shooting, once the wave kind of starts, it's really hard to lay the traps. I mean, you got to be fast.
Well, and you also get the most money. Like, I'm getting money, but, like, the majority of the money I'm going to get is from wave completion, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I may be wrong on that.
Yeah, you're getting some as you kill each guy, but you're just not going to have enough time to place them down really with any kind of thought or accuracy.
School them.
Fuck me.
And of course, you
That's
got
the
to do the
third
little
level.
the
Yeah.
happy dance.
Well, you know, fucking Fortnite's a thing, so we of course have to have some kind of Fortnite.
Yeah,
dance.
there's
That's-
always gonna be the dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arrow wall. This is where I feel like it kind of really starts to break open, where after you beat a couple of levels.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and you can unlock other heroes.
Yeah, go. Yeah, is there? go like to the main menu screen. Is there an option for co-op? Can I just click on? Oh, I guess probably not, right? Just campaign.
Unlocked endless.
Yes, you
Old
got
friends.
yeah.
Scramble. Yeah.
I don't think there's co-op. That seems weird. I don't know. It's.
You're right. It does seem weird.
I mean, you got two heroes in the little icon. It seems like it would be co-op, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
I don't know. All right. Well, that's Orcs Must Die 3. You could follow us at mygamer.com. You could follow me on Twitter at ZackGaz, Z-A-C-K-G-A-Z. Do you have any final thoughts on Orcs Must Die 3?
No, if you like the other two, it's more of the same. You'll definitely like this one.
Yeah, it's an action-based tower defense. A lot to like there. You know, it's a nice mindless game to play. So check it out. It is on Steam. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation. So until next time, though, thank you for watching and game on.